The death penalty is the most extreme form of capital punishment that dates all the way back to the 18th century. The ideology, as stated by BBC.com, is that guilty people deserve to be punished for the severity of their crime. So basically, in other words, an eye for an eye or a life for a life. The death penalty is the only way to ensure that the victims receive justice, even if they're no longer alive to witness it. Here, think about it this way. The criminal committed a murder. They took an innocent's life. Do they deserve to live? Why should they be allowed to live when they cut short the life of an innocent human being? The lethal injection is the most commonly known and used form of capital punishment, and it's known to be painless. But some, including the scientificamerican.com, argue that it's barbaric and not necessarily painless. But I can almost guarantee you that the crime that the criminal committed to get them convicted in the first place was most likely far from being painless. The Criminal Justice Degree School program describes the formal execution process of criminals back in the day. The punishment was inhumane and consisted of slow slicing, crucifixion, impalement, crushing of bones, burning, decapitation, and dismemberment. That makes the lethal injection look pretty good, doesn't it? Not to mention, according to Dave Anderson, the equivalent cost of detaining a prisoner for life without parole, they claim at $1 million per year. Do we really want to be spending $1 million per year on one criminal who has committed a murder? Many argue that they don't want their tax dollars going to murder, killing criminals. But do you want your tax money going to feeding and housing this criminal? I don't think so. Aside from putting an end to the life of a well-deserving criminal, if murderers are sentenced to death and executed, potential murderers will think twice before killing for fear of losing their own life, because they'll know that the criminal justice system isn't just messing around when they're talking about the death penalty, they'll actually do it. And in reality, not really anybody wants to die, not even a cold-blooded criminal. In 1973, Isaac Ehrlich conducted a study in which he analyzed murder rates. And he discovered that for every inmate who was executed, 7 lives were preserved because others were deterred from committing murder. Every human life is precious, and we should do everything in our power to make sure that their right to live is protected and exercised. Especially if it means taking the life of a well-deserving murderer.